We're at the top of the Space Needle.
I'm Tara. That's Lucas. We're on a quest for new adventures and great food. Come along with us as we explore our incredible world.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's go to Seattle. This will be our first flight in over a year, and honestly, we have no idea what to expect. But the airport is mostly empty. And fortunately, so is our flight. Let's go grab our rental car, and we'll head into the city.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to Seattle. We're here at Cary Park, overlooking the city to get a view before we really dig in. And we're gonna go to our Airbnb next and some dinner. So come along with us. On our way to the Airbnb, let's take a detour. Under Seattle's Fremont Bridge lives a mythical creature.
18 feet tall and sculpted from 13,000 pounds of steel and concrete, clutching a real full-size Volkswagen Beetle in his massive left hand, the Fremont Troll lurks, waiting to snatch the vehicle of any fool who refuses to pay his toll. We recommend making a donation, just to be safe.
Hey guys, welcome to our Airbnb in Seattle. Come on in. Like most of our trips, we were not necessarily looking for luxury in this situation. We are usually looking for value and location, and this one fit the bill. We are in the First Hill neighborhood, which is bordering downtown, so we're in a good central location. And in this case, the Airbnb came with a parking spot, which is critical because we rented a car. And it has a kitchen, which is nice because we won't have to eat out for all of our meals. And so we've got a little home base with parking and a kitchen, and we're all set to go. Let's take a look. I think the building was built in the 30s or 40s, so it's definitely dated, but it's been redone recently, so it's nice and clean. If you go down the hall over here, we've got a bedroom with a big fancy TV and a nice queen size bed. Plenty of storage in the closets. And if we head back down the hallway, there's a spacious living room with another big TV. And this is actually a pull-out couch, so had we another guest, we could have someone stay there. We've got a little desk area and a full-length mirror, and we end up in our tiny apartment-sized kitchen. It's got everything we need, really. We've got a microwave, an oven and stove, fridge and freezer, dishwasher, sink, and all the small appliances that we need. They even have all the dishes and cutting boards and knives and everything we need to prepare a nice meal in here. And the most important thing in all kitchens that I go to is the coffee. They have a little Keurig maker with some pods and everything that we need to enjoy a cup in the morning. So we're gonna head to the grocery store next, get some provisions, and pick up some dinner. Tonight we got takeout from the Kastori Grill. We've got vegetable pakora, spicy chicken momo, paneer tikka masala, and onion kulcha. Tibetan food is kind of like a hybrid of what we think of as Indian food and what we think of as Asian food. One of the national dishes is called momo, kind of like a dumpling or a pot sticker, and they can be either fried or steamed, and they're stuffed with different things. In this case, this is chicken and vegetables. That's really delicious. It's kind of sweet, kind of spicy, kind of smoky, savory, like flavors all over the place. This kind of food is so unique and so different. You just really have to experience it if you're in Seattle. I highly recommend.
Now that we've got your mouth watering, we're gonna dig into this food properly and watch a movie. So we'll pick you up in the morning.
Let's head down to Pike Place Market. Pike Place Market is unusual in that it serves as a market highly trafficked by locals, while also ranking as the most popular tourist destination in the city, with over 10 million visitors a year. While best known for its fresh fish and seafood, it houses hundreds of vendors selling everything from fresh produce to crafts, antiques, souvenirs, restaurants, and more.
Encompassing 9 acres from Pike Street north to Virginia Street and from First Avenue west to Western Avenue. The market's historic arcade, winding alleys, stairways, and lower levels offer a multi-sensory experience of sights, sounds, tastes, aromas, and textures.
When visiting Pike Place Market as a tourist, there are 2 things we believe you need to experience. One is a grilled cheese sandwich from Beecher's Cheese, preferably with tomato soup, and the other is chowder from Pike Place Chowder. This one's smoked salmon in a bread bowl.
Situated on 9 acres of the central waterfront, on what was previously a brownfield contaminated by oil company Unocal, the Olympic Sculpture Park is a free public park that the Seattle Art Museum curates with permanent sculptures, temporary works, and site-specific installations. Views of Puget Sound make for a serene space for contemplating the mysteries of the universe, or just taking a walk.
So for brunch today, we're at the Lost Lake Cafe, which is a diner kind of a place. It looks a little more elevated than that though. We've got pancakes and scrambled eggs and veggie sausages. And I stole one of Luke's potatoes that are delicious. It's really good. I feel like it's like a basic diner, but just a little bit nicer. We're sitting outside on the patio. It's a little chilly, but we didn't want to sit inside. They offered to turn on the heaters for us. But we weren't that cold. It's 48 or something like that, and a little bit rainy, but we got a covered patio and jackets. Very happy. Dale Chihuly was born and raised in Washington, a creative soul who went to study art in Florence and got interested in glass. His artistic journey took him to the Vanini Glass Factory on the island of Murano, who've been blowing art glass since 1291. The museum and sculpture garden that display his work below the Space Needle is an explosion of color and texture that will surely take your breath away.
When purchasing a ticket for the Space Needle, it's only an additional $13 per adult to gain admission to the Chihuly Garden. And speaking of the Space Needle, that's exactly where we're headed next.
Built for the 1962 World's Fair, the Space Needle pretty much instantly became a symbol of the city of Seattle worldwide. Its observation deck sits 520 feet above the ground, making for an unparalleled view of the city and its surroundings.
How's it going, y'all? We're at the top of the Space Needle, and they did a major renovation recently, and they put in these glass walls, I guess.
And benches?
And benches, and you can just sit here and... I don't know if that worked, or if you could see that, but it's a little sketchy. We're challenging my fear of heights here, but it's not that bad. But it's beautiful. A lot of great views. You can see things.
All the things.
With your eyes.
Yeah.
Your eye holes. But yeah, here we are, up on the thing, with the stuff.
We are at Gasworks Park in Seattle, and behind me is the remnants of the last remaining coal gasification plant in the country, which I thought was really cool and interesting. I had never heard of this before. It was built in 1906, and it operated until 1956. It sat empty for a long time, and then in 1975, the city of Seattle opened it as a public park. It's got a lot of really cool features, like the remains of the gasification plant, which are really neat and industrial looking. It's got a lot of play areas for kids, open space, and a artificial kite hill area for flying kites on the lake. Lake Union is right behind us, and it's a great view of the city and a nice place to spend the afternoon.
One thing you can't help but notice is the abundance of street art in Seattle. Murals in particular. Countless truly impressive pieces by some really notable artists, which seem to be on almost every street corner. Seattle's the first city in the country to devote at least 1% of its public works improvement funds directly to art.
Dinner time, and we got takeout from Jerk Shack. Chef and owner Trey Lamont was born and raised in Seattle, and his restaurant is inspired by his Jamaican heritage. This is the jerk chicken plate with, looks like, red beans and rice and plantain, and then we also got the black beans and greens.
It sure does smell good.
Mm-hmm. We've got all sorts of stuff here, and the plate came with a whole bunch of jerk chicken that was all shredded up for us, that was grilled, and this white garlic sauce and a hot sauce. The chicken is super smoky, spicy, but not super spicy, like it's not burning my face off. From what we were reading, they make everything in-house and they put together all the spice rubs themselves, so it's all super homemade, so no wonder the flavor's so unique. Everything so far is super delicious.
Top notch. Fantastic. Highly recommend. With another fantastic meal finished, it's time to head back down to the waterfront for the last stop on this trip, a sunset ride on the Seattle Great Wheel. But to get to the Great Wheel, one must first run the gauntlet of Miner's Landing, a rogues gallery of vaguely threatening statues, taxidermy, and all manner of nightmare fuel. I mean, just look at these guys. And don't get me started on the horror superstar that is Bobo, the carnival barking bear with the dead eyes that will haunt your dreams for all of eternity. Howdy y'all. We are on the Great Wheel, which was built in 2012. I thought it was older than that. And it's 175 feet tall.
At the time that it was built, it was the tallest Ferris wheel on the West Coast.
Pretty awesome views of the city right now. Just after sunset, it's just drizzling a little bit. The weather's nice, it's not cold.
The gondolas are climate controlled, so they have a heater in them.
That too. And it's only $15, so we get to go around 3 times this side. About 15 minutes. We're already almost done with that. Alright, we'll catch you on the ground. Morning, everybody.
It is a gloomy Seattle morning and it's our last day in town. We're up on the roof of our Airbnb on the 15th floor.
It's time to say goodbye to the city for now, but we had a great time and we hope you enjoyed coming along.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you can see our future videos.